Hi, my name is Michaela with Timberlake Marketing. I want to take just a few minutes today to show you what you could be doing to get you some more customers online without having to use things like Angie's List and Home Advisor. So first things first, if I try to look up your business, I can't find a Google business profile for you. It's very possible that this could be you, but the numbers and things just didn't match up quite right. So I made the assumption that it was not you. For Taylor's Remodeling, if I was to search that, I'm not seeing that profile. That's the number one thing I always tell businesses I think that they should do, because that's going to be what gets you FaceTime with people who look up businesses in Google Maps. To be in there, you need to have a Google business profile. So go and create you a company Gmail. Then you can go up here to your Google Apps, go to business profile, and create you one. So when you're creating this profile, make sure that you fill out all the information, get a good company description, add lots of photos, get it verified. That way it can start ranking over time. The more information you have, the better. And then one day, when you have the time, you can go out and get citations for that business profile as well, which is basically just submitting your business name and address to different places that list businesses in the area. So if I was to search for, say, general contractor, I could search for pretty much anything. I could do general contractor. I could do, let's try remodeling contractor in Jackson, Mississippi. So if you can search anything up here that you feel is relevant to your company. And these are what we call keywords. It's basically search terms that people use to find businesses. So you want to be in one of these top 3 sections on the maps. Like I said, that does take time and it does take work getting some citations and making sure your profile is as optimized as possible. But then you also want to be down here. So some people skip completely over the maps and just go down here and look through the websites. Now this is important because if you can rank on this first page, they're going to find your website directly. They're going to go straight to you rather than having to go through Angie's List to get to you. So being down here is super important. Now you can take any of these URLs on this first page, and the reason why I say first page is because most people never make it to the second. This is where you want to be. Take any of these URLs of your competitors and put them into this tool called Ahrefs. So all you do is paste their URL in here, and it's going to give you all the information about that website. You can go in, submit your business to these backlinks and referring domains. You can do this for as many different URLs as possible, but like I said, make sure that you're going after those URLs that are your top competitors on that first page. And like I said, you could go remodeling contractor, general contractor. You could try to rank for all of those words. How you know what your competitors are ranking for is by going to their keywords here. And you can see that contractors in Jackson, Mississippi it gets 200 searches a month, and it has a really low KD. This number being low is very important. Anything under 3 is going to be the easiest to get. And then you want to go for something that has a really high search volume. Now, where these keywords come into play is when you create your website. My favorite platform is snaps.ai. It's very user-friendly, and you can use templates, which saves you some time, especially if you're not used to building websites. So what you do is I recommend doing a homepage, some service pages with the different things that you do, and then having location pages if you serve more than one area. So if you're not just doing Jackson, if you're doing other outlying cities, you can make different location pages for those as well and try to rank for those cities separately. So when you're building this out, you want to get about 1 keyword for every 200 words of content. Your homepage should have about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content, and any of your smaller pages like locations or services get about 500 to 750 words of content. When you create this, make sure you're doing it, making it user-friendly. Make sure it's clean and simple. You don't have to have anything elaborate. And then you want to make sure that your images save as these keywords as well. You don't just have to use one keyword, you can use many keywords, whichever ones you're wanting your company to rank for. Stick those in there in really good relevant places. My one thing though is making sure your images save as those keywords is good, but don't try to hide those keywords behind things or by turning the text white or things like that. Google will know. So Google reads words and it'll read the words behind your images. That's where those keywords come into play, because it's telling Google that whatever's on your website is relevant to what that person's searching for. So I realize that's a lot of information to throw at you at once, but this is where I recommend you start, and this will help get you in the door to getting your own customers and your own leads without having to go through third-party platforms like HomeAdvisor or Angie's List. All in all, I hope that this was valuable information to you. I hope that you got a lot of knowledge that'll help your business, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. This is what my company does, and I'd be more than happy to help if I can. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch.